I hope you all are fine. Okay, let's start our today's class. Today we are in Unit 6. In Unit 6, we are doing a reading exercise today. Our topic is technology. You know, today I have brought so many things. I want to show you first. Look at here. This one. Okay. This is. I have brought this one as well. Okay. And this one. Look at here. I have also brought this one. Okay. So let's start reading. We are going to talk about technology today. So let's begin the class. What is technology? Do you have any idea? Maybe you have seen so many technological product, right? You have used as well, seen and used both. So can you tell what is technology? Yes, technology is sum of techniques, skills, methods, and processes used in the production of goods or services. You can see the example of scientific investigation, right? Technology can be considered to be anything created, not naturally occurring, that improves a process, outcome, or understanding. You can see here some products of technology: refrigerators, okay, mobiles, air conditioners, televisions, cars, washing machines, etc. Okay, these are some examples. You can see in your house as well so many technologies, and also in the market you can see, right? So let's start talking about a mobile. Okay, you have seen mobile and also you have used, right? So what are they used for? Just like what are they used for? These mobiles are used for what? Mobile phones are used for making calls, right? We make calls to the people who are far away from us. We can also send messages, right? We can do some kind of calculations here. We can receive or send emails, right? We can take photographs, okay? So many things we can do from this mobile. So you know that this is a recent technology, right? Mobile is a recent technology. So let's talk about some other technologies. Okay, maybe you have seen or you have used at home, and then those things have made your life easier. Can you say yes? You can say that refrigerator, right? You can also say washing machines. Okay, you can say that laptops, so many things, right? So now you have to look at your textbook, and then you have to write uses and misuses of the technologies which made your life easier. Just you can see here, like this type of table is there in your textbook. You see that, and then you do that, okay? I give you 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes, you have to find other technologies that have made your life easier. Just I have given you one example, television, okay? And it is used for getting information or for entertainment. Just like you don't have to move around for getting information. You can sit in your room on your sofa and then enjoy some movies, some news, etc., right? And the misuse of television is just like we don't like to get up from there and then switch off the television, right? So it is just waste of time sometime. Okay, so you can list other things, other technologies, and then also you can write uses of this and misuses of this. Okay? Okay, I hope you have completed the work. Now, let's look at something else. Look carefully at the pictures below and guess their names. Okay, you have seen these things, Yeah, and you have also used these things. So what are they? Just like this one, this is a fan. Okay, this is a fan. And this one, what is this? Yes, this is stethoscope. Can you tell once? S-T-E-T-S-O-S-C-O-P-E, stethoscope. Okay, so have you ever seen this? Yes, of course you have seen. You know that what it is used for? Yes, it is used in listening to sound produced with the body, mainly in the heart and lungs. Okay, doctor carries this stethoscope, right? So this one is refrigerator. Can you see what is this? Yes, this is a printer. So these are also the examples of technology. You know, I have shown you some other things. I have talked about some technologies, right? We had also discussed about what is technology, and these are the examples of some technology, right? So now let's start our text now. Read the following text and underline the unfamiliar words. Okay, you are reading your book now. Okay, unit 6, I already told you, technology we are reading. You are reading about computer, okay? A computer and its parts. We are reading about this today, okay? So now, I give you 5-7 minutes, okay? You have to go through the text, and if you find any unfamiliar or new words for you, please underline that, okay? You don't have to do other thing, just read and underline the unfamiliar words if you find. If you found that, yeah, all the words are familiar, then no problem. Okay, have you got the idea? What do you have to do? Yes, you have to underline the unfamiliar or new words for you. So first you can see there in your textbook a picture. You can see the parts of computer. Okay, data storage devices first, input, processing and output. This is there in your textbook first. Now after this you have to read. So look at here, these are the things. First, a computer. Okay, I will also read together with you. Okay, I will read, you also read, but you are also underlining the unfamiliar words. Okay, just listen to me as well as you read. A computer is an electronic device that processes information. Remember, a computer is an electronic device that processes information, so it is also called an information processor. The information is stored in its memory and processed to bring results. When a computer shows the result of the data processing on the monitor, it is called output. Thus, a computer works by combining the input, storage, processing, and output. All the main parts of a computer system are involved in one of these 4 processes. What are the 4 processes? Input, storage, processing, and output. Okay, so this is a short description about computer. You can see here computer. Okay, this one is desktop. Okay, monitor you can see here. This is CPU, keyboard, and mouse. So we are learning in detail about these things. First, keyboard. You can see here keyboard, right? This is a keyboard. Let's read about the keyboard. The computer keyboard looks like a typewriter. It uses an arrangement of buttons or keys that have characters engraved or printed on them. Just you can see here the characters, I mean the alphabet, numbers, etc. are engraved here, printed here. Each press of a key corresponds to a single written symbol. You can type text and numbers with the keyboard. The keyboard is also used for computer gaming. It is used to give commands to the operating system of a computer. So it is an input device. Remember, it is an input device. Okay. So if you find any difficult words here, you can, unfamiliar words, you can underline that, and we'll discuss that later. So let's read about the next part of computer. It is a mouse. Okay, mouse looks like this type of, look at here, mouse. Okay, the computer mouse is a pointing device with one or more buttons and is held on one of the user's hands. Just like in this way, we will hold and then use it. It is primarily made of 3 parts: the buttons, the handling area, and the rolling object. The mouse is one of the types of input unit. You can make commands with this device. Okay, this is also used for input, right? So now let's talk about next, central processing unit. It looks like this. Okay, the work that a computer does is called data processing. The work that a computer does is called data processing. It includes storing information, finding the right information, and doing calculations. Okay, storing, finding the right information, and doing calculation. The part of the computer that processes the data information is called the CPU computer. Okay, this is called CPU. So CPU is also known as the brain of the computer. So you should remember that CPU is the brain of the computer. It contains only electronic components. They are called microchips. Inside it, there are microchips. Okay. So let's talk about the next one part. It is a hard drive. Okay. It looks like this type of. The hard drive sits inside the CPU casing. It is also called the hard disk. It has a huge magnetic memory. It stores all your documents and files. To store all the documents and files, this hard drive works. So it is one of the storage devices of a computer. So hard drive is a storage device. You can have your documents stored here. Okay, it looks like this. You can see the CPU like this type of, if we open the cover. So now the next part is optical drive. Optical drive looks like this type of, okay. An optical drive is also known as a CD or DVD drive. Okay, CD or DVD drive like this type of. It uses light to read and write data. It is the drive you use to burn CDs, DVDs, and Blu-rays discs. It gives a computer persistent storage to allow it to save data. So it is also another storage device of a computer. We have read that hard drive is a storage device, and this one, optical drive, or we can say CD drive or DVD drive, is also a storage device of a computer. Okay, you are understanding the thing here? I told you that underline the unfamiliar words if you find. And also you can underline some important lines, right? So the next one is monitor. Okay, I have shown you monitor, right? So it looks like this. Here as well you can see monitor. A computer monitor is also known as visual display unit, VDU, or screen. It looks like a television. You can see here, it looks like a television. Monitor shows the result of the data processing as an output of the computer programming. So it is one of the output devices. you have your calculations displayed on the monitor. Whatever the calculations we made, it will display on monitor. Okay? So now this is the last paragraph of your text. Other common computer parts are the flash drive and printer. Flash drive means pen drive. It looks like this. Look at it. Okay. And printer is like this. Though they are not the basic parts, you would better know their functions. Okay, these are also very useful for us. So it's better to know about their functions. Just like flash drive are also known as pen drives. You can have your data stored in them. Okay, data is stored. You can store data here. Printers are output devices. Okay, these are output devices. They are used to print the result of your computer work. Okay. If you would like to print something, if you want to have in hard copy at the time, you need printer. Okay, and you can print whatever the work you will do in your computer. So these are the things we have read in our reading text. So I hope that you have understood the lines. If you do not, then also no problem. I told you to underline the unfamiliar words, so maybe you have done. So look at here. Have you underlined the new words there in the text? Yes, of course, you have underlined, right? So if you found any unfamiliar words, if not, it's okay. So here I have made a list of unfamiliar words. Maybe the word which I have listed are familiar for you. Okay, if it is so, then no problem. If some are unfamiliar, then you can write in your textbook that the meaning of the word. Okay, I have not written in detail the meaning because this exercise is there at the back as well. Vocabulary exercise is there. We will learn from there as well, right? So just few words and the meaning I have brought here. So look at processor. Okay, computer, we have read that is a kind of processor. So a machine that processes something. Processor means a machine that processes something. Engraved. Engraved means inscribed. Just like the words are inscribed, the letters and numbers are inscribed here. Okay, engraved here. Next one, correspondence. Relates with each other, matches with each other. That means. Input means involvement. I've written this word, just like this mouse, and then this one keyboard is used for inputting some information there in computer, right? Components. Components means parts, mechanisms, or yeah. So microchips. Okay, I told you that in hard drive, in CPU there are microchips. So these are called memory chips. Casing. Casing. So it is cover. Bound. Okay, bound on CD. We have read. So bound means write content. Persistent is tireless. Output is productivity. Okay, these are the things. Some of the unfamiliar or new words, the meanings are here. If you'd like to copy, you can copy there in your textbook. And you can learn these things. Just like these are the pages, these are the paragraphs you have read. Processes, engraved, keyboard. Okay, sorry. These are the words correspondence, corresponds. Okay, like these words I have underlined here. Okay, made bold to make you understand whether they are unfamiliar words for you or not. Okay, just a computer is an electronic device that processes information. Okay, processor, and it is called information processor. Computer is called information processor. So the word is there. You can see some words here as well. Components. It contains only electronic components. Okay. By reading the lines also, sometimes we can understand the word's meaning. Okay, we have to try to understand the contextual meaning instead of finding the words and then meaning from the dictionary or from thesaurus. It's better to understand from the context. So let's start exercise. Okay, you can see in your textbook this exercise. Read the text above and fill in the gaps with correct words from the box. Okay, in box you can see these words: output, hard drive, light, CPU, mouse, input, processes, video, and monitor. These are the words there. I'd like to show you one example, and by that, with the help of one example, you will do yourself. A computer is an electronic machine that, okay, where we can find these lines. Just look at here. A computer is an electronic device that processes information. Up to this, you have got this statement there, right? So after that, what is the word? So in this way, it will be easy for us to find the correct word to fill in the blank space. So a computer is an electronic device that processes information. So what will be here? A computer is an electronic device, electronic machine that, yes, you are right, processes information. Okay, so in this way we can find. I hope you have got the idea. Or you want another example as well? Okay, I'd like to show you next example as well. You have your information is stored in where? Storage is there. It is also, look at the hard drive sits inside the CPU casing. It is also called the hard disk. It has a huge magnetic memory. It stores all your documents and files. So it is one of the storage devices of a computer. Okay, you can have your documents stored here. So you have your information. Documents is here, the next word is given here to make you confused, right? So you have to look at the similar word. Sometimes synonyms we can find instead of the same word from the text. You should be careful about, just like here as well. In first, this machine, instead of device, there is used machine, right? So instead of other word, here is information. So in this way, you have to find the correct sentence there. Some sentence, some words are changed, but you can understand the meaning of total sentence. So you have your information is stored in the hard drive. Okay, in this way you will do. I'll give you 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, you have to read the text and fill in the gaps with the correct word. Okay, are you ready? Yes. I hope you have completed. Now, a processes that data and makes calculations. Look at here. A CPU processes the data and makes calculation. A is a pointing device. What is a pointing device? Yes, you are right. A mouse is a pointing device. The computer monitor is also known as a what? Yes, video. Thank you so much. Optical drive uses, yes, light to read and write data. A keyboard and a mouse are known as what? Yes, you're right. Input devices. CRT and LCD are the types of, yes, monitor. Okay, monitors type. A monitor and a printer are what? Yes, you are right. Output devices of a computer. So in this way, we can do the exercise. Now let's move to the next exercise. Read the text and match the words in column A with their meanings in column B. So you can see the words monitor, keyboard, CPU, hard drive, and mouse in column A, and definition or meaning is given there in column B. So you have to match. I give you 2 minutes. I think 2 minutes enough for you. Okay. Just read the meaning and then match them. Okay, so what is a monitor? Try? Yes. Monitor is a screen that shows information from a computer. Okay. Keyboard, what is keyboard? Yes, you're right. Keyboard is a set of keys for operating a computer. And what is a CPU? Yes, CPU is the part of computer that controls all the other parts of the system. Hard drive? Yes, hard drive is a storage device. And what is a mouse? A small device to control the movement of a cursor on a computer screen. Okay. So in this way you can do. Now let's move to the next exercise. Read the text again and write words which mean the following. Okay, I have discussed some word meaning. We had also discussed the matching items there. We have read the text, right? Now you have to read the meaning. Here is given meaning and you have to find the suitable word for that. Performing a particular series of operations on the information, such as a set of calculations. What is that? Try once. Yes, it is processing. Okay, now I give you 2 minutes more, 2-3 minutes. Okay, you just go through the text once again and then find the word. Okay. The putting and keeping of things in a special place for use in future is what? Yes, storage. This means the putting and keeping of things in a special place for use in the future. That means storage. Information that is put into a system or machine so that it can operate. What does it mean? Yes, it is input. An amount of something produced by a machine. What does that mean? An amount of something produced by a machine. That is output. Okay. To show something electronically on a computer screen is display. Okay. This monitor displays everything. So to show something electronically on a computer screen is display. So these are some vocabularies which you have to practice. Okay. Now let's go to the next exercise. Read the text again and answer these questions. You have to read the text again and then answer the questions. So name the input device of a computer. Can you name the input devices of a computer? Just like I have already talked. Okay. This one and then this one, right? You know what are these? Yes, they are keyboard and mouse. This keyboard and mouse, these are the, what these are? These are the devices, input devices of a computer. Okay. And which part of the computer is responsible for processing information and making calculation? I have written here only the words, but you have to write complete sentence. Okay. As I have told you, you are writing complete sentence. Okay. So which part of a computer is responsible for processing information and making calculation? Yes, you are right. CPU is responsible. For what? For processing information and making calculations. What is a computer hard drive used for? What is a computer hard drive used for? Yes, you know. It is used for storing all our documents and files. Okay. This hard drive is used for storing all our documents and files. What is the use of the mouse? Mouse work is, yes, to control the movement of the cursor or pointer on a display screen or on a monitor, right? So what can you do with the keyboard? What can you do with the keyboard? Yes, we can type text and numbers with the keyboard, right? And name the 3 basic storage devices of a computer. You know that, right? What are they? They are hard drive, flash drive is also called pen drive, and CD, DVD, or Blu-ray discs. Okay, these are the 3 different basic storage devices of a computer. Okay, so you will write complete sentences there in your exercise book, right? First go through the text once again and then find out the answer and write. Just for example, you can go through the text and you go in this way, and where you will find about what part you have to see, and then accordingly you have to find the word. Just like mouse is here. What is the mouse used for? For pointing devices with 1 or more buttons and is held under one of the user's hands. Or you can only say it is used for pointing, right? So it is also our input unit. So in this way you have to find out. Just like you can see here, what is a computer hard drive used for? Computer hard drive is used for storing. You can see here. It stores all your documents and files. For what we use? We use to store all our documents and files. In this way we can find the answers in the paragraphs. So we have to go through and little bit faster, not one by one word, but try to do a little bit faster and then find the answers. Okay, so we are in the last exercise now. This is read the text and then write true for true and false for false statement. You have got the idea about what is computer, what are the parts of computer, right? Till now we have discussed so many things about it. So I think that you don't have to go through the text again and then find the answer. But if you get confused, then you can go. Okay? I give you 5 minutes. So try it. First, let's do one. An optical drive processes your raw data. Is it? Optical drive processes. Is it or? Optical drive is CD drive. So CD drive is for processing your raw data? No. So this is a false statement. Now, 2 others. Yes, I hope you have completed. A mouse is a display device. Do you think that a mouse is a display device? No. What is a display device? Yes, monitor is a display device. A monitor is a television. A monitor is a television. Do you think so? No. A monitor looks like television, but not a television. So this is also a false statement. A keyboard looks like a typewriter. A keyboard looks like a typewriter. Yes, it looks like a typewriter. This is true. A computer has input, process, storage, and output devices. What do you think? Yes, it has. A computer has input, process, storage, and output devices. So this is a true statement. Okay, so we have done so many things today. First, you have learned about what is computer, right? Then after you have learned its different parts, we talked about mouse, we talked about keyboard, we talked about monitors, hard drives, CD drives, okay? So many things we have discussed. Its parts and what are they used for, okay, how it looks like, everything we had discussed. And also we have done the exercises, all the exercises we have completed. Now you will write the main exercises there in your textbook, in your exercise book, and then learn it, okay? I think you are happy to learn these things. Thank you so much.